Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Okay, family, welcome back to my channel. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Lord have mercy. This what we doing now, Anthony? You popping up at Dave's house? Like, what reason? Now, is Anthony trying to drag Dave into a situation now where he really wants to expedite this divorce and get Amber to settle, trying to fill Dave out on their relationship, let him know that he's not the holdup, really is Amber? What is his point for real with going to Dave's house? I hate now he knows where this man live. He could be popping up. I don't know how Dave is gonna feel about that. Man, anybody could just roll up to your estate. And you got access to come up in drive up in that man's house. You don't have a gate or code or something for this man to access. He just coming up to your door. I hope not. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, let's get in here, y'all. This is crazy. Anthony got some nerve. What is he thinking now? This ain't no party. He's just coming up on his own. What's the deal? What's the deal? Anthony shades. I got some shades, some of that. Yeah, he just roll up. Oh no, it is a code. I know you lying. Dave, you ain't got no man. Lock your gate. Oh, you ain't even smart, Dave. Who left the gate open? This is wild. You just walking on this man's good grass. Just coming in on his gate. Now, it is a security thing, but the gate, it wasn't closed. Wow. The thing talking. This is wild. Look, Anthony. You're looking, ain't you? You're looking at your little man. Uh-oh. I can't believe this. Yo. Yeah, what you doing there?
Hey, I just want to talk to you. Talk to you. Yeah, it's just one-on-one, man. No party, no people around, just man to man. Man to man? Yeah. What you want to talk about, dog? Look, I know everything that happened in the party. You know, emotions were high.
Liquor.
I was taken back. Here I am thinking I'm going to a business function and I see you and Amber and everything, but I just feel like we should be able to discuss the situation like two grown adults. Pulled up to the crib. You coming to me as a man, I respect that. Yeah, I respect it. Yeah, and I ain't wanna, I know it's...
Well, Dave, at the end of the day, you let's be honest. This is still that man's wife that you with. So he really does have a right to say whatever he wants to get off his chest, because at the end of the day, you two are not divorced yet, and so you are involved in a covenant. Regardless of what's being processed, in God's eyes, you're interfering with that. So, hey, we can't beat him up too bad. It's bold to be coming up to this man's house. I don't know what Anthony got to say. I'm interested. We're gonna move further into this conversation, but you got no choice but to respect it, Dave, because it is what it is right now.
Awkward pulling up. It is awkward pulling up to the crib. Yeah. But I just feel like we need to just have a conversation. do that? Like, we step inside. Kind of how that is. We do that. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I left my phone in my car. I'll be right back.
They like, this ninja. Ah, man, what this Joker want? Coming up to my house, then talking about, you mind if I come inside? Now you want to go see what the man house is looking like. See, before you was outside, you was in the basement in the club part, but you wasn't all up in the house. But hey, Amber be having the girls all up in the house. Shayla know what it look like. Honey Pot know what it look like. Ernestine know what it look like. I guess now the husband can know what it look like, right? Oh man, you about to see the tree up in the hallway. In the foyer is a nice bonsai tree. Yeah, then you see the fireplace. You're gonna see other stuff. Nice ambiance. You gonna see a lot of lighting, a lot of space. Very, very beautiful, very clean and polished. Unlike up in the Dalton manor. Yeah. So you about to see. Now he going off to the car. Is he gonna give Amber a heads up? Amber, I don't know where she went. She gonna pop back up here and see her husband sitting up there. I wish he won't say nothing. I want her to just come up in there and see Anthony sitting up in the couch where they having a little chit chat. Amber will lose her mind. But what's the purpose of you, Anthony, coming to talk to this man? About what? You wasn't trying to push the divorce before. I don't know if maybe he want to say, I don't know if Amber discussed the divorce with you. I know you two are going on with your life. She's happy. I'm happy she's happy. But however, have you brought this up with her? Because I don't want you to think that I'm the holdup. As a businessman, I think he's coming from that perspective. He may come from the angle of we're both businessmen, very successful businessmen. Would you want to give up half if you was only married for a short period of time? Would you want to give half of your money up to a woman, even though you messed up? You messed up. I know you know the story or whatever with her friend. What happened with us? You know, but my son's here now. I get that. But even with that, would you want to give up half of what you built to a woman you was with only barely 3 years? Maybe he's coming from that angle so Dave can really think, so he can put a bug in his ear, so you can understand why I'm not trying to get him to understand why he don't want to be so easy giving that 50% up. Maybe you can let Amber know that be fair with this, and try to come up with another reasonable amount for the time that they've been married. I think he may be coming from that aspect, thinking that maybe Dave can persuade her to break away from that 50%, take less, move on, since they trying to build a future or whatever. So that's probably what his angle is. And I would personally, but I don't think that Dave is in no rush for whatever reason, because we discovering some things about Dave. All these women popping up out the woodwork, he seemed to have personal interest in, that he's still doing business with. However, there is a part of me that feels like, he's telling her that he wants to marry her, he see her in the future, but I don't like the fact that he's not addressing at all. He's too patient with, these things take time. What he wants to push her to that 50%, he wants her to get that 50%. And why? You got your own money. Why are you not saying, babe, I got you? He don't want to give you 50%. I can understand as a businessman. Y'all wasn't, together that long or whatever. It would be hard relinquishing that much, even though you went through X, Y, and Z. But he ain't saying nothing. So how bad do you really want this woman to be your wife? I love to know how this conversation is gonna go. It's very interesting. This is something I really didn't think about with him, and since they left the party that night, Anthony and Dave really having a conversation. But then again, I'm happy that Anthony did pop up. I want to see what Dave has to say. So let me know, y'all. Do you think he coming from that angle as a businessman to try to persuade him to tell Amber to take less so they can move this along and everybody can live their life? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace and we out.